Well, thank you very much everyone for showing us up in the bar with Woodham Creations sponsored head coach Matty Davies. Matty, we've had some conversations over the last couple of weeks on the end of much more happy results this weekend, past weekend. Sort of, if you could just summarise sort of the feeling in the room right now after a tough weekend on and off the ice.
Yeah, look, I think the boys are they're doing as much as they can right now. I think last night that was a tough night for the boys. So short right now. It's just on a big ice like that, and then to come in today. Well, I don't think we played well at all tonight, but it just wasn't quite there. But look, the character is just another level for these lads. That it's a point gained for me tonight because we just didn't play well at all. Not really ever finding any real sustained stuff. I mean, I thought Brad Day played well, kept him in it at times, but they defended really well and made it hard for us, and we knew that going in. But yeah, we just probably didn't do enough. So to come back like that and get that point, there was only one winner at that time. Disappointed with that last goal. Thought it was disappointing goal to concede after obviously coming back and dominating that third period. But look, I think the boys are playing hard right now and they're doing as much as they can do. We need bodies back, mate. It's even the lads that are playing, a lot of them are banged up and playing out. Even Sobs tonight, probably touch and go to even play. Fair play, they're doing as much as they can, but it's just a tough time of the year. Everyone goes through injuries. We're just going through more than most, and it is what it is. We just gotta forget about this weekend. It is what it is. It's done. Point gained, I guess. We move on to next week and just hopefully we try and get bodies back.
So in terms of the performance, I managed to speak with David Phillips at the end of the first in the Sponsors Lounge, and obviously first of all showed that he's still day to day, he's itching to get back, but obviously you just can't put a date on that at the moment. But he sort of mentioned in terms of the performance and how we were sort of almost feeding Telford chances at one point, with the defensive turnovers. Is that it's not something that's regularly in our game? Is it just a frustration that it crept in tonight and sort of may have heavily influenced the result?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. I think we look. I just don't think we was quite there tonight and at it. And yeah, we turned over pucks at times that we shouldn't have. First period was probably disappointing more than anything, and the second period we just. Yeah, we took a couple of bad penalties and let them in. And look, they're three imports are decent players, and that number 11 had a good night for them. And I think we left ourselves open a little bit at times, but again, playing essentially 4-5D for 4D for the past couple of weekends. It's hard work. The boys, they need help. They need help back there, and we need some bodies back. And yeah, I think, look, it was always going to be tough tonight, just coming after last night. It's such a big ice in there, like I mentioned. And I just don't think we was quite there. But look, like I mentioned, it is what it is. We just got to move on. And coming into playoffs, it's going to be a different story. And a night like tonight, they're fighting for their lives as well. Telford obviously are trying to get in that 8, and they've won some big games recently, so yeah, it's going to be a tough one always. And they block shots, they play hard in front of their net, so that's what they live on. They live on turnovers, they live on sort of, and it often has been a thing against that team. Is we have all the pressure, we have all the puck, and then you're gonna turn pucks over at times. You're gonna get pucks blocked, and it's time. It's all about timing. You score at times and you don't score at times, and the game can be changed on its head. Similar to last night, we had them power plays in the second period, and we score at that point, and it's a different game completely. And obviously, if Johnny's goal was given, that is a goal. So yeah, so like I say, it is what it is. We move on, we just need bodies back. That's the biggest thing.
In terms of bodies, one I was going to mention, Declan Jones took obviously a hit pretty early on. It was obviously ruled interference against David Thompson. Saw him at one point behind the bench, sort of getting a bit of treatment, and then sort of in casual wear, sort of in the third period. Quick word on how he is.
Yeah, he took some took some hammer tonight. That was that was a bad hit, and then he took probably a worse hit in the second from behind, and I think he's got a bit of a sore back, but he's a beast. He'll be back. He's been unreal for us, and like I said, last night he did some great work against essentially 3 first lines in MK. Let's be honest. So yeah, he'll be fine. Patch him up this week, and he'll be back. It's like I mentioned, the other lads. We'll get Burns back next week. It's massive for us. He's always good in Leeds, so that'll be a perfect time to get Lee back, and hopefully the others, Stubbs and Spursy, aren't too far away. So yeah, it'll change quickly once we get everyone back in, and we start rolling again and getting some energy back. And like I say, it's going to be good timing for us. I think we're going to get hopefully everyone back for the right time, and we're a different team once we can roll like that. And the lads are just playing too many minutes. It's impossible to repeat it every shift and every time you go. When you're playing that many minutes, it's just impossible. So yeah, they're giving everything right now for us, and it's just tough, and that's the way it goes in the season. But yeah, we're obviously a lot shorter than most. So yeah, we go again.
Last question. Just looking ahead to next week, obviously you mentioned hopefully getting a few bodies back. You look at the fixtures next week. Obviously down to the Castle, and then a home game against another team that's going to be fighting for their lives. The Solway Sharks in 9th position. So. A really tough weekend up ahead. Right time or wrong time to get leads. That's the question. They're on a roll at the moment, but we always seem to sort of raise our game down in the Castle, so it might be the right night to get things kick-started again.
Yeah, 2 teams that are fighting for something right now. Leeds going for another title, and Solway fighting for the 8. So yeah, 2 really tough games. We always love a game at the Castle, I guess. So. Yeah, we'll go there, and we'll be tough to beat in there for them, but they're flying right now, so it'll be a tough game. So yeah, next week, like I say, we move on, we patch up, and we go again, and we just keep sort of building towards the the start of the playoffs, when for us it gets real for us then. So right now we're in one of them weird spots where we're probably not moving up or down right now, with obviously decisions that were made in the past. So it's the way it goes. You just got to keep going and find the best form for the lads going into playoffs, and that's all we can do right now.